The Tuesday, 20, we arrived in San Francisco. A little far over there is the Golden Gate Bridge. This the yellow in the island there, the Alcatraz.
Look in the window on your right, you can watch them bake a bread. Talking about working on the press. Wax Museum on your left where the stars come alive. Ripley's, believe it or not, on your left. And on your right side, Fisherman's Grotto, Aliotos, Tortillos, Gartinos. Well, if there's a seafood heaven at all, we found it. Walk over there, you will. Get hungry, it is known to stir up a few appetites.
First time you go to the hop on and hop off bus.
That's where we start, finish. I'll be pulling across the street, or I could go around the block and pull.
To explore the San Francisco.
Alright, ladies and gentlemen, I do hope you enjoyed the tour. If you feel like leaving anything, there's a tip jar at the bottom of the stairs. Also, if you'd like to go TripAdvisor or Goop, I thank you very much.
Mấy người ra xuống.
Wait a minute now.
We make a right, a left turn here. This here used to be the waterfront. We're on landfill now. The water came from right over here to the right where the boats are at, and it ended at 3 blocks up to the left at Bay Street. Now, this is our commercial and sports fishing fleet to the right, and the buildings across the water to the right is where they process all of the fish and crab daily. Now, over to the left here, something pretty interesting. Supreme Crab, right? That's the original site of the DiMaggio Brothers restaurant. Opened up in 1937, closed in 1974. Now you see that beautiful little church over there to the right? Now that opened up in 1985. And they have a few services a week where they bless the seamen and the fishermen to have a great catch and a safe return. Castellana's over here to the right of that restaurant, opened up in 1960. The very first full-size restaurant here in Fisherman's Wharf. Also, folks, Shoma's right up here to the right. Now Shoma Way. Now, all the way in the back to the right there is one of the finest seafood restaurants here in San Francisco. They also got a sister seafood restaurant in South Salito. They're both very good. And the Shoma family is one of the very first fishing families to come through Angel Island to San Francisco to become U.S. citizens. Now we're talking about Angel Island here shortly.
Đánh cá đem về đây.
Over to the right, Chapino's Seafood Restaurant. Now that actually is my favorite. That became my favorite about 5 years prior to the pandemic. Somebody took me in there and I tried their Chapino seafood stew. Fell in love with it. Recommended highly if you get a chance. Check it out to the right, Chapino. Now over to the left, look at this beautiful building. This is the cannery. At one time, it was the largest Del Monte peach packaging plant in the United States. Employed over 2,500 workers. Opened 12 months out. Now, Presidio to the left, Presidio to the right, and also Christie Field to the right. Once we get through the tunnel here, we're going to actually talk about Christie Field. Once we get closer to the bridge, folks, I'm going to tell you about the beautiful bridge. Now, folks, it's customary to make a lot of noise when we get into this tunnel. Let them know we're coming to take over the bridge, all right? Make some noise, folks! Down below here to the right, there's the hangar and the garage door and the museum. Now, folks, you're not going to be able to see them from here, but behind the trees to the right is actually Pilot's Row, about 20 two-story houses there. That's where the pilots used to stay. They shuttle them down here to the air base and do their aerial missions. Now, folks, I know this is what you've all been waiting to see. The sexy, phenomenal Golden Gate Bridge. Now, the color of this gorgeous lady, international orange, that was the original primer for the bridge. And when the light hit it, they loved it so much, they had folks that keep it in, keep this color. The original color was going to be Battleship Gray. Underneath the bridge is the Golden Gate Strait, tradeway with Asia. Now, folks, the length of the bridge, depending on who you ask, is between 1.3 and 1.9 miles long. Now, the towers that you see there, from the water to the top, 759 feet tall, and the bridge can withstand winds of over 100 miles per hour. And they've only had to shut the bridge down twice since 1937 times. Should sway to the right or to the left 29 feet on a windy day. And you can flatten out in the middle 22. Now, folks, if you were telegraphed all of the cable on the bridge from into one single strand of wire, it would be enough to wrap around the earth to get 5 times. To the right there, folks, Alcatraz Island. Originally that was Pelican Reef. That's where the breeding ground was for the pelicans. And in the mid-1850s, that was a military prison. 1935 opened up as the U.S. Federal Prison. Housed criminals like Al Capone, Machine Gun Kelly, Pretty Boy Floyd, Babyface Elvis, and of course, Robert Stout, the Birdman Mountain Rat. Now, it closed in 1964, and in 1969, a tribe of Indians were allowed to stay there, and they were destroying the island, protesting about how their family members in the past were treated by the government, so they right, that big island there, Angel Island. That opened up in 1853.